The Mailman is an album by Vallejo rapper E40, released on September 28th, 1993 on Sick With It Records. The album features production by Mike Mosley, Sam Boston, Studio Tone, and E40. It peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Top R&B and Hip Hop albums, number 131 on the Billboard 200. Also, on The Mailman, there were 2 singles and 2 videos. Captain Save a Hoe and Practice Looking Hard, which featured Bay Area royalty, Boots Riley, Tupac Shakur, Sally Cell, and Spice One. Oh shit. Y'all get your feelers on, get your cool water, yoke up your cutlass. We here to talk about E40 and The Mailman. Remember The Mailman? Way back in the 9 tray, the 9 quads. Yo, I think it was 90. I want to say 912. I know I was in the 7th grade, man. I remember that. Man, that album, even though it was the EP, it had some motherfucking knocks on it. It was one of them joints, man. If you're from the Bay, you remember California Music Channel. You know, Andy Colonami, the Trace Dog, Francis, Chewy, Renell, and anybody I might be missing. Hey, Gary Ratnitz used to be on that motherfucker from time to time. Bet y'all forgot about that. But yeah, man, used to love that shit. And then when they started doing the midnight show, CMC, but yeah, man, crazy album. Even though it was the EP, I think it was like 6 songs, and then you know, the intro, and then the Captain Save 'Em remix. And man, when that shit hit the streets, you know it's a good album when certain times in your life you got different favorite songs on the project. Like, there was a time when Captain Save a Hoe was my favorite song. There was a time when you know, The Mailman was my favorite song. There was a time Practice Looking Hard was my favorite song. You know, and all the videos go. You know, that was just that era right there. So man, I just remember you know, what video did we see? I can't remember what video dropped first. But I could just remember, like, you know, my thoughts, you know, with each track I heard and with each video. So I'll start with the videos first by saying Practice Looking Hard was crazy as fuck, because I remember Pac had that motherfucking Shaquille O'Neal jersey on and that little rag, and I think there's some other Bay Area elite Bay Area alumni up in there and shit too. I can't really remember. Boots in the Coop. Boots Riley was in there, I think, and Tupac had the mirror and shit. You know, but crazy video, man, crazy song. You know, yeah. I just remember, you know, because I was in junior high when it came out, you know, and he's talking about, you talking about my mammy, now I'm going to set your tongue. Yeah, man. And then, yo, when Captain Save a Hoe came out, I remember we had like a little like inside joke, like, because you remember at the end when Captain Save 'Em is talking, he's like, yeah, baby, we can go down to Cellular One, get that package for you and your kids. Yeah, baby, I got you. I'm here for you. If you hear a nigga say that from my era, I'm here for you. From the Bay, you know, number one, he joking. And then number 2, probably talking about that little video at the end, because, yo, that shit had me dying. Captain Save a Hoe was laughs. Them little cameos he'd have in the videos, it's fucking hilarious and shit, man. But yeah, I can remember, you know, I think I was over by the apartments we used to live in, and a neighbor of mine had a 6'9" Coupe Nut, candy blue, and he came through slapping that, where's the party at? And that's when I was like, I gotta have this motherfucking tape. You know, this motherfucker's knocking this tape, I gotta have this shit. So I got my hands on it. I dubbed it off somebody, and then eventually I ended up, you know, just buying the tape and shit. But, you know, Bring the Yellow Tape was that shit. You know, and then eventually, yo, boy, I think, like, when I got my first job, I thought I was a big shot and shit, and I'd be up there knocking, I'm balling out of control. You know, and then I used to be a mailman for a sec. Back when my kids was real young and shit. And yo boy, I be walking around the little neighborhood on my route, but the mailman. You know what I mean? Yeah, that them was the days. But shout out to E40 and the Click, D Shot, the Shot Caller, Sugar T, Bila, Foley the Ambassador. Great project, man. And the album that came up after that, that's my favorite Foley album, man, in a major way. But either way, man, yo, I could just remember that era. Them feelers, them visors, them cutlasses. Man, you had to be there, pimp. I'm so proud to be from the Bay Area. Once again, keep it bayed out till you fade out. And let me know if you remember this shit in the comments, man. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, man. It's your boy Tone, man. Bay Area Rap Tales, man. Alright, in a minute.